No, we're not actually live streaming on Instagram. What's up, Curtis? I was just talking to TikTok while everything else was getting fired up. Good morning.
Oh, right on. Good morning. How are you?
I'm great. How are you doing?
Excellent. Good, thanks. Nice and hot.
Oh yeah, we got the rain. The rain hit at like 5 a.m. this morning. It's supposed to be raining all day.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we got
it's been hot. The rain. And then it's gonna get real hot in a few days.
Okay. Yeah, it's pretty warm here right now. So luckily we have air conditioning on. So
yeah.
Not too sweaty.
Nice. Cool. Well, welcome everybody to the Get Shit Done show. This is episode 208, and this is a very special episode. I'm here on all platforms. I'm here with Curtis, and on TikTok you can just see me, but you can imagine Curtis and you can hear him in the background. So, this is our second in our series of 12 live hypnotherapy sessions that we're doing with Curtis and publicly live streaming them. He volunteered. We know each other well enough, and we've worked together long enough that Curtis felt comfortable volunteering to bear his vulnerabilities to the world and hopefully come out a better man as a result, right?
Yes. Yeah, for sure.
And give all of you a wonderful opportunity to see hypnosis and hypnotherapy in action. Both you can actually close your eyes during this session, which will be about an hour. We'll spend about half of it talking, and then we'll spend about half of it doing hypnosis, right? Okay. And so maybe more talking, maybe more hypnosis. We'll have to see, and there's other things that you can do with interactive hypnosis other than just you closing your eyes and me talking, right? So we'll probably touch on a lot of different things over the course of our 12 weeks together here. But we're going live with Curtis every Sunday. So welcome to the Get Shit Done show, everyone. If you have questions for me, if you have questions for Curtis, if you have questions about hypnosis, please ask them in the comments. We welcome questions. We would love to hear what's going on. And so Curtis, just recap in your own words, why are you here? Why are we working together for the next 12 weeks? What are you hoping is going to be the major change or shift that you see in yourself as a result of doing hypnosis with me once a week for 12 sessions?
Well, to improve my business sense and personal development, I think it's always important. You can always build the better you. From this sessions, I want to create 1,000 new subscribers on my YouTube channel. And within the 12 weeks, I want to be able to make $1,000 from growing my channel and my podcast.
That's right. So this isn't just about shifting the way that you're feeling, but it's also about making some specific changes in your actions to hit a goal.
That's right.
Yeah, and we spent last week, a lot of time on that.
Yes, we did. Yeah, we went through quite a bit of stuff there. Yeah.
Yeah, it's important to know at least what you're aiming at, and then whether or not you hit it remains to be determined, right? But at least have a clear aim, right? A clear destination in mind. It helps you to weed out all the distractions, or at least many of them, and stay focused on where you're actually going over a prolonged period of time, right?
For sure.
So, Curtis, what has been your experience in the last week? What was your experience of our session together? What was your experience with listening to it, if you did, over the last week? What did you get done? What changes did you notice in yourself? Give us an update here.
All right. So I did listen to it again after. I listened to it before I went to bed, which usually I find with hypnosis works the best for me. It helps you get in the deep sleep and just kind of gets you in there.
Yeah.
So it was good. Then I listened to parts of it when I was still awake. So that helped some reinforce, because some parts I missed because you fall asleep or you're just not sure.
Well,
I listened through it
when
to
you
its
say
entirety.
Let's just explain that a little bit for everybody. So, and maybe even for you.
Yep.
Your conscious missed.
Yeah, that's right.
Your subconscious didn't.
That's right.
Right. And so that's the thing about hypnosis. Some people find that they're hyper vigilant and hyper aware during hypnosis sessions, especially during live hypnosis sessions, and especially maybe during your first or your second session when you've never worked with the person before or experienced hypnosis before. And you're like, what should I be doing? What should I expect? Am I doing this right?
Yep.
And some people relax right into it and just let go and go off into dreamland. But other people like me are like holding on to a sense of control for dear
Hmm.
life, right?
Yeah.
And it takes a little while longer to fully relax and let go and learn to trust yourself,
Right.
right?
Right.
Okay, so you were noticing things while you were listening to the recordings that you didn't
Hmm.
hear consciously during the initial session,
Yes, exactly. And then I went back and listened to it. And it's like, oh, he actually said that. It's like, oh, it makes more sense. And it's like, oh, okay, that's what he meant. So then when I listened to it again at night, I guess maybe it reinforced some of the parts I missed for whatever
right?
reason. I guess it worked for me, right?
Right.
And I think I listened to it 3 more times this week
Okay.
from the last Sunday. So I listened to 3 times, mostly because I go to bed and I forgot to turn it on. Right, so I went to bed and it's like, oh, I didn't do my YouTube thing
Yeah.
to go to sleep with. But yeah, I found it worked well. I felt my confidence better, and I felt more determined to get my morning work stuff done. Like I had symbology, I had a couple of Facebook posts I was putting up, so I found that was more easier to get done than normal. Like, oh, I got to do this. Like, sometimes you feel you got to do something, but this time I felt okay. I need to do this. Like, yeah, I need instead of a got to. So I found that was more productive for me, and just
So what's the difference between for you? What
mhm.
that's an important distinction actually.
Yep.
What for you? What's the difference between I need to and I got to?
Just the when you need to do something, you have that drive. Okay, I gotta post this today. I want results. When you gotta do it, it's like whatever. I'll just do it because I gotta do it,
Oh, because I
and I don't
have to.
care.
I'm being forced to.
Yeah, yeah, and you don't care about the results so much. But when you need to do something, it's like, hey, I need to get this done, and then your intuitive information, like what you're thinking, changes because like, oh, I want to make this post good. Oh, I better pick a good picture. I better rewrite the thing again. Oh, I don't like this one. I'll get ChatGPT to rewrite it for me one more time, right? So
Yeah.
that's what I found is more of a need is like, oh, I got to get this done. I want to hit my goal type thing. So it's more of a purposely done or
Yeah.
intentional, maybe more intentional is a better word, perhaps.
Definitely more intentional. A
Yeah.
word I like to use for that because this is something I've struggled with my whole life and I'm
Okay.
just starting to get good at a little
What's
bit
that?
is to be present.
Present.
To
Yep.
be fully present in what you're doing instead of having your mind be on five other things, to actually be there in the moment with the person that you're talking to or the activity that you're involved in
Yes.
and give it your full attention, give it everything you've got. you know
Yep.
be there. I find that when I have the wherewithal to be fully present when I'm in a conversation with my children
Yep.
or a client
Yep.
or my girlfriend or whoever, they tend to be more fully present,
Hmm.
right? And then we're actually having an exchange versus, you know, me being somewhere else while I'm in the middle of a hypnotherapy session. That
Right.
doesn't work too well, right?
Yep.
So that's really cool, Curtis. And so in being more intentional, being more there, being more, I need to do this and do a good job at it. How did that impact your? I mean, it feels great. It sounds
Yep.
good. But how did it impact? Like, how did it impact things for you in the last week?
I don't know. Just I just feel different, and it just seems when I'm looking for stuff, I see different things come up. Like opportunity wise, so I did the challenge, and it just seemed like certain things were hitting better than normally. Just like I just listened to it passively in the background, but this time I found like, oh, he said this. I was like, oh, hey, this is a good point. I maybe can use this. So that helped too because there's the opportunities were there that I didn't probably would have never noticed without the hypnosis session. So I found that doing the 5-day challenge was really good. But a lot of the stuff they had wasn't useful for what I'm currently at right now. So most will help me later, I think. And it was a different group of people that were doing it. So it was like a different type of people, I guess. I don't know how to explain it, but they're
No,
not. They were entrepreneurs, but they were like a different group of people that I've never associated with before. So it was a different feeling that they're talking about, right? Because talk to a certain they're all podcasters. They
yeah,
weren't affiliate marketers. So how they were talking
right.
was way different than affiliate marketer would talk. Like, oh, this is different. And it just a
So,
different
so,
process.
so, but so, okay. So, a few things on this. This is really good stuff, Curtis.
Okay.
Number one is it sounds like your subconscious is helping you more with your marketing.
That's
It
right.
sounds like in
Yes.
the background, your subconscious is now giving this stuff more attention. Instead of your subconscious being on a bunch of other random stuff, it's actually moving into more alignment with what your conscious is focused on.
Yep. I
That's
think that's
that's the idea.
that
Okay.
sounds
Hallelujah.
right.
Right. That deserves a happy dance. That's a big
Yeah.
deal. So that explains more of your attentiveness, more of your intentionality, right?
Yep.
So great. And out of curiosity,
Yep.
how often did you find yourself listening to the recording?
Which one? Like the
The
hypnosis
recording
or
from
the?
last week's session.
Oh, I think it's 3 times for sure.
Yeah, so like every other day or something.
Yeah.
Cool. And then so the other side of this is when you say, I get that it's a different tribe. Podcasters are a different tribe than affiliate
Yep.
marketers or direct response marketers. There is a
Yes.
lot of crossover, but there's a lot of pockets of them where there is no crossover.
Yeah. It's just
And
a.
so, or minimal, right? And
Yep.
so,
Yep.
what about this group of people did you find wasn't helpful to you? Like, I'm trying to get at how could we reframe it so it's ultra helpful for you right now, right? So, why did you feel that a lot of the suggestions might be helpful in the future, but wouldn't be helpful today?
Because I'm still at the beginning part of the podcast, and some stuff's more advanced, I thought. So I thought, I can only do so much now. But there were other people that were the same position I was in. They're beginners, and they try to address everybody. So you got the beginner, intermediate, and advanced. And
Right,
some of the advanced stuff was like, I'm not ready to buy a $1,000 camera. But they told you, hey, you don't have to. If you're not at that spot, don't worry about it. You can start with just your laptop,
right,
a decent mic. Your camera from a laptop will work, or your phone. Some people use their phone for podcasting as well.
totally.
But then they were talking about some other more expensive equipment and this, that. I was like, yeah, I'm not ready for that yet.
Okay, so but when you're
Stuff like
saying
that.
advanced, are you specifically saying larger financial investments in equipment? Is that what you're talking about?
Yes,
Okay,
that's right.
cool. Well, then that's fine.
Yep.
But what did you learn from the challenge that is helpful to you right now?
Um, how to speak better. I think you mentioned before about taking a course and stuff, and then they're just saying when you're in podcasting, your voice is like your selling feature. So you got to be
Right,
able to speak clearly. Um, try to try to draw pictures with your speech of what you're talking about instead of like just talking about stuff.
right,
So that was cool. Um, Also, I found that way most of the guys were talking was more understandable and stuff. When they're explaining things, they really break it down simple and easy for you to understand. But then other people would talk and like, I'm not sure what he's talking about because their voice was different and it was hard to pay attention.
Are you
So
wait,
I
wait,
realized,
are you saying that the teachers were good at speaking, but the students weren't?
yes,
Okay.
currently, yeah.
Yeah,
So
I
some of
mean,
the guys that were commenting on there talking about their thing was like, I don't know, it's not the same. It's not like remember you talked about clarity before, and I think that's something that I need to work on as well. But you're
totally.
right. The people who do it often, they're very clear in their speech
Right.
and their direction where they're going with their talk. And the
Practice.
average, yeah, for sure. And the average people kind of get lost. They go from
Right, both in
here to
their
here to
thoughts
here.
and in their just sloppy pronunciation and
Yep,
things like this. Yeah,
yep,
both their internal communication and their external communication,
yeah,
right?
right.
So practice gets you better at getting clear on what the hell you're doing.
Yep,
Right,
absolutely.
like every single time. So for example, like when we started Get Shit Done,
Yep.
I was like, well, it's the entrepreneurial productivity group, right?
Hmm.
And then and now I'm just like, go to Get Shit Done if you want to get shit done, overcome procrastination, and increase your productivity.
Yeah, it's pretty clear. Yep.
Getshitdone.com. We're going to help you get shit done. Like that's, it's real simple, but
Yep.
it like took 200 episodes to get there, you know? Um, but, so Curtis, this is a side note,
Yep.
but I thought of you when this came up this week.
All right.
It was a couple days ago, and I saw a great little clip on TikTok by Gary Vaynerchuk,
Oh yeah.
and I keep an eye on Gary Vaynerchuk. I'm not like a hardcore super fan, but I
Hmm.
like what he says most of the time.
Yep.
And obviously, he's a very successful guy, and I like his hustle mentality and his hard work mentality, and um, but he's doing this, but he's also preaching it. And
Yep.
what it is this idea of social selling. Okay. And I hadn't heard that term before, and I thought it
Yep.
was a brilliant term. So social selling, defined in this way, is basically getting a TikTok shop and using the app called Whatnot, right? And so I tried a few months ago to use Whatnot to sell some hot sauce with my buddy
Mhm.
Jeff. We had
Yep.
a great time, but we didn't sell any hot sauce. But it was one time. Whatnot is a app, and it is. I think you joined it actually when I recommended it
Yes,
a
I
few
did.
months ago.
Yep.
Whatnot is an app that it's like a farmer's market or like a pop up market with stalls or tents, right?
Yep.
And or like a flea market even. And you're walking by as a consumer, and basically does the stuff that is under the tent catch your eye, and does the person behind the counter, behind the table, appeal to you? You know, do you
Yep.
want to engage with this person or run away, right? And that's exactly how Whatnot works. Everybody has their own digital stall, right, in this 24/7 mega market. and
Yep.
and basically, um, it is designed to sell physical goods. And
Right.
I don't know if they limit it to only physical goods. I don't know if you can do digital goods on it or not.
Yeah.
I don't know
Take
if
a
I
look.
could sell I think I could, but I don't know if I could sell a hypnotherapy session, for example. Might work, might not work. I'm playing around with it, but really good for selling things like stuff, right?
Mhm.
Objects. And it's also really good because it basically, you remember the commercial, like infomercials, and like Ginsu knives,
Yeah.
slices
Yep.
and dices and da, 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 right?
Yep.
So this is a classic example of selling an object and with a person behind the counter, like being entertaining and communicating with you and doing a demonstration of the stuff.
Mhm.
And getting good at this type of selling is very similar to door-to-door salesmanship,
Okay. Yep.
door-to-door selling. It's like, it's hard, right?
Yep.
You face a lot of rejection. You have to practice a lot. You have to get really good. You have to have an awesome product, and you have to be entertaining and educational all at the same time.
Absolutely. Yep.
But like, if you got good at that, it's like public speaking,
Right.
right? It's a type of live streaming, but it's live streaming while selling real time. And so, I just noticed that that was a skill that you're missing in your tool belt
Okay.
that you could practice right now for free and
Okay.
just sell, just like learn how to sell stuff on Whatnot, like on the side. Like, it would improve every other thing that goes on in your entrepreneurial career for you to
Yep.
improve your ability to sell. And you could do this on your own time, and you can sell whatever you want. And you can, I'm sure there are people who have info products on how to get better at sales on
Oh
Whatnot at
yeah.
this point,
Yep. Yep.
So, anyway, point being that that made me think of you in terms of, what are some of the different skills that you can really develop that will help you move toward your greater goal. And
Yep.
one way or the other, learning how to get better at a wide variety of forms of selling is good for any entrepreneur, certainly in the internet entrepreneur, to
Yep. For
do.
sure.
And that's within your reach, and it doesn't cost anything for you to
No.
get better at it, right?
No. Not at
as
all.
as is a TikTok shop once you get over 1,000 followers on your TikTok account,
Yep.
right? Okay, so let's talk about your homework
Okay.
and what you got done, and or what you didn't get done,
Okay.
right? So I just opened up the document here, the Google Doc. But yeah, if
Yep.
you can just walk me through it and let me know how that all went.
So I didn't get the domain because I wasn't too sure. Because
Okay,
I
haven't pulled the trigger on the domain yet, but you did do some
no,
research and came
I
up with
did.
some options.
Yeah, yeah, I came up with names, but I can also leave it and then switch back to being dads too. I don't know. But the parenting I find is a better spectrum of people.
You're gonna have so many more customers, dude, if you focus on parents than if you just
Yep.
focus on dads.
Absolutely.
Like
Absolutely.
moms are looking for parenting stuff. Dads are largely negligent. Like
Yep.
it compared to moms, right?
Absolutely.
And I think moms are more likely to spend money on advice for
Yep.
parenting too. You know.
Absolutely. Oh, it's too
Okay, go on.
funny. And then I did the hypnosis thing, and I did the 5-day challenge. Was good. Um,
When you say did the hip, oh, so I'm looking at the
ri-
homework list.
oh,
What are you looking at?
I'm looking at a vision thing. Sorry.
Oh, yeah, yeah. So I'm looking at the 12 weeks working with Tellman Doc homework
Yep.
list, week 1.
Okay, I'm looking at the wrong one. Sorry.
That's all right.
Give me a second here. Oh, one moment. Get into it here.
Cool. Cool, guys. Well, while Curtis is doing that, I just want to welcome everybody. Welcome to the Get Shit Done Show, episode 208. We are doing a live hypnotherapy session right now with Curtis Leong, my Get Shit Done co-host. This is session number 2 of 12. Every Sunday, we're going live. And right now, we're doing our pre-talk. We're just getting an update on what happened last week. And then we're going to go ahead and shift into the hypnosis portion of our session here, probably in a few minutes, I expect. So if you want to experience hypnosis or observe what hypnosis or hypnotherapy looks like from the outside, then you're doing that right now. Right now, we're having our pre-talk session. For those of you on TikTok, you can just see my face. On Facebook and YouTube and LinkedIn, you can see me and Curtis. So sorry about that, TikTok. We'll get our restreaming plug back in with you sometime soon. But that is what is going on. Curtis, are you in on the homework doc?
Yep, I think so. 1
Okay.
week focus to do homework. Yep.
12 weeks working with Tellman is what I see.
Okay.
Is the title of the doc.
Yeah.
Okay, well, look, here's what we're going to go through. Domain
Yep.
name change.
Yep.
That was the first one. You said you did some research, but you're hesitating on that. So we'll address that.
Okay.
Make all the other channels the same. Well, you can't make them the same if you haven't decided your domain name,
Yep.
right? Or the name of your group. Start a meetup group with a live brainstorm and start a meetup group.
Yep.
That's really what it comes down to. Did you start a meetup group?
No, I looked into it, but I never did anything with it.
Okay. And then you said engage with my Facebook group.
Yes,
I did. I'm assuming you meant Facebook group.
Yeah. So I did that. I did post and then engagement posts to do that.
Okay. So what I'm seeing on this one is there's no specifics.
No.
Engage with my group doesn't, I mean, you could do like reply to one person's comment and call that engaging with your group, right? So there's no target there.
Oh.
But you're not in the right document, dude. The document is called 12 Weeks Working with Tellman. Yep. And I don't own it. I'm just looking at it.
No, I clicked it. It's a different document than I'm looking at.
Okay.
For some reason, because I went back to Messenger and clicked the same thing.
All right, here's what I'm going to do. Hold on. Okay, I can't even share this with you because I'm not authorized to share it. So you have to just look up 12 weeks working with Tellman in your Google Drive or your Google Docs.
Yep.
Just do a search for 12. If you just do the number 12, 1, 2, and
come up.
Weeks, it'll probably pop right up.
Yep.
Okay, cool. You there?
Yeah, I got it now. Yep.
Okay,
Week 1.
So yeah.
Domain
name change. Make all the other channels the same. Start a meetup group. So engage with my group. You see, it's like the fourth one down.
Yep.
Okay, so yeah, there's no specifics on that. So that's a little bit tricky. Like with these items, they have to be specific. Otherwise, you're not going to make any progress, right? So in this case, how much time did you spend engaging with your group? Like how much time did you schedule in?
20 minutes to do that. So what I did posts.
20 minutes a day?
Yeah. So the first day I did 20 minutes, and then I spent like 5 minutes just reposting a different post for each day in the group. And I found I got a little more engagement. I got like 1 or 2 people looking at it more than 0 with my other auto posts I do.
Yeah, don't do auto posts, man. Everything should be custom. Like if you're trying to create engagement, don't cut corners. Like if you cut corners with auto posts, you'll never know what's actually working because you won't pay attention to it.
Yeah.
Like you got to have the whole point of engaging with group is actual, real, meaningful human connection. Anything that is auto post is total bullshit, right? Like if you've got a machine that's cranking and you know how to connect with your people and you know how to lead them and you know how they respond and you know what they want to buy and you have a good relationship with them, then you start automating. But you never automate before you know what you're doing.
Okay.
If you automate before you know what you're doing, then it's like set and forget. But the problem is you don't even know if it's working. Right. And so if auto posts are getting you 0 results, that's an indicator that shit's not working. Like that shouldn't happen for more than a couple of days, right? If you're not getting results, like make it personal, put the work in, right? So the next one was join other parent groups, be of value. So I should have really looked over this more clearly.
Okay.
this is also way too vague,
Yep.
right? Join 25 parent groups and make 3 posts in each one. That would be, value posts in each one. That would be, or one value post in each one, or something. I'm making up the numbers. You choose the numbers, right? But yeah, you always want to be specific with homework. Otherwise, you're gonna lose the thread, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Learn how to run a meetup group live. So what does that one mean? Learn how to run a meetup group live.
Well, I've never used Meetup before, so I don't know what it's all about. So I was thinking that I need to look into it more because when you talked about the other last week, I didn't know what it was
Right, right,
exactly. I knew what the concept was, but I didn't know what it was.
right. So, okay. Well, so look, most of these things you didn't do,
Yeah.
right? I
Yeah,
mean,
because I
because
probably was looking
they're
at the wrong list, I think.
well, that would be part of it. But like with the meetup group, it's like you don't need to do any of the stuff. All you have to do is start a meetup group,
Yep.
and it will take 10 minutes. And the way you learn how to do it is by doing it, not by learning how to do it,
Yep.
right? So I'm curious, like, mm, well, I guess if you were looking at the wrong list, then that's a whole different thing,
Yeah,
right?
because I was looking at the different one I did. I forgot this one was there, the 12-week one.
Okay,
Probably because it got buried because I do a lot of Google Docs in the week.
yeah. Okay, well, so maybe definitely name it, maybe rename it in a way that you're going to remember what it is for sure.
Yeah.
Whether it's this one or the other one. So, okay, so we shouldn't actually be even going from this list,
Okay.
right? Because this isn't the list you were paying attention to. So let's go over what you actually got done this week based on the list you were focused on.
Okay. So when I got done, I did go to my group, the hardworking parents group, and
Uh-huh.
I did more posting in there than I normally would do.
Mm-hmm.
So I did one post every morning, and that was either inspirational, a tip, or a comment.
Okay.
And I used hashtags. And then in the comments, I put join my group or if you want a free blueprint, go here to the website, hardworkingdadclub.com.
Okay.
Because if you put it in the post itself, I guess it doesn't work. They're saying, so I put it in the comments.
Okay.
And I don't have any response for that. I did get a few people liking it, and that was it for the
Okay.
post because I used different pictures. I looked at some of the other parent groups I'm already in, the 2 other parent groups I'm in, and I did make a comment. Like I found some other people in there, and I commented on their posts, but I didn't see anything come back from that because I found that a lot of times in some of the groups, it seems like people don't respond back. Whoops, sorry, did I push the wrong button?
I don't know. You're still here.
Okay. No, sometimes the response within the message thread, not everybody responds back quick, especially Facebook. It's pretty slow.
Okay. Yeah, but that doesn't matter, right?
Yep.
Like you need to be just getting in there every day and changing people's lives relentlessly, regardless of whether they respond or not, and
Yep.
focus on getting better at creating comments that are engaging that cause them to respond.
Right.
So you can't say, "Oh, Facebook's slow," and the reason you can't say that is because it's your responsibility to fix the fucking problem.
Okay.
You need to change your communication so that people do respond,
All right.
regardless of the outside influences, in this
Okay.
case, Facebook, right? Like there's always going to be, you can always point to the algorithm and say, it's the algorithm's fault I'm not making any money, but that doesn't make you any money. Right.
Mm-hmm.
And so the question isn't, oh, Facebook's slow. The question is, how do I improve my comment so it's more engaging? Right.
Yeah.
That's really where you want to put your head at. So,
Okay.
okay. So where do you feel you're stuck at this point? Where you made a lot of progress, you felt a lot better,
Yep.
you got some stuff done, and there's a lot more to do. So where are you feeling like you need additional focus, or were there any areas that were more difficult this week?
I would say trying to get into other parents groups through the search part of Facebook because I do parenting groups. I think of different ways of looking for parent groups with different names. Because if you just do parent groups only, it's a small list. So there must be other So what I'm thinking is if I use some parent groups, sometimes I make suggestions in the groups, maybe I should check those out too. Because when you join a group, say, oh, there's this other group that you might want to check out as well.
Okay. Let me I don't understand the problem. So like specifically, what's the problem that you're running into?
Not being able to give enough value when I go into the groups. So like when I'm going through it, I'm not sure which response I should use for the posts. So
Okay. So let's talk about, so what do you mean not, what do you mean by not being able to give enough value?
well, I'm not sure what to say sometimes. I can say hello or like just like respond to what they're talking about.
Okay.
That's where I'm stuck. Like I'm not sure what should I say to them to make it of value or just say something to
Well,
make it better.
always just say something.
Okay,
Okay. Saying something always beats saying nothing.
that's
Okay. So
right.
if you're going to go and you're going to spend an hour in Facebook groups interacting, say something.
Okay.
But better to, I mean, obviously you're not going to be an asshole,
No,
and you're not very like confrontational or
no,
like oriented towards stirring the pot.
yeah,
So I don't think you're in danger there. If people are more, confrontive, I would maybe urge them to like think before they type, but I don't think that's your issue.
no.
Um, but say something,
Okay,
and because that's what you need to practice, Curtis. Is
right.
basically we're dealing with like a form of social anxiety, right? It's like you don't
Yep.
want to go in and look dumb. You don't know, you want to do something of value, but you don't want to do a comment and have nobody respond and feel like an idiot. Like,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yep.
I feel the same way. So does everybody. But
Okay.
the trick is practice,
Okay.
right? And so I think we should do a like role play. Meaning I think that you should go. Are you able to go into Facebook right now
Yep.
and find a post that you might want to respond to and read it to me, or should
Yeah.
I try doing that? What do you
Yeah.
think is the key here?
I can do one now. The parenting group, it's called. It
It's
has
just called
70,000
parenting
members.
group.
Yep. I did
Okay.
a search and I joined it.
Uh-huh.
And then I don't think I didn't do anything really with this one. I looked at a
Yeah, the
couple
one with
posts. I go
70
through liking.
70,000 members.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. So I go
So
through some of them and I just put likes on some of the things I like.
okay,
You know what I mean?
but just go in there right now is what
Yeah,
I'm
I'm in
saying.
there. I'm here.
And look at a specific post that you're stumped about how to respond to. And I'm gonna have you read it to me.
Okay. So there's the this post here says parenting is not a duty to fulfill. It's a chance to build the most meaningful connection you ever had, one heart at a time. That has a quote picture there, and it has one no comments on it.
Okay, that's not the post to respond to.
No.
No, you're looking for posts that people respond to.
Yep.
You're looking for the ones that have some activity.
Yep. There's
You're
two.
also looking. That's clearly a content post by the admin of the group.
Oh, okay.
Okay, because it's fluff,
Okay.
right? So
Yep.
you're looking for people who are desperately pleading for help.
Yep.
Like you're looking for the single mom of 7,
Right.
or who's like struggling to pay the bills and somehow juggle her, I mean, I'm exaggerating, but like you're looking for a parent, or because one of the parents is going to be the one who posts, who's asking for help. That's what you're looking for.
Oh,
So
okay.
like, do you have any posts in there that are parents
Hmm.
asking for help with something?
Not this one. They're all just like you said earlier. There's regular plain posts. There's not. There's no comments on any of them. They're just posts in there. Let me go to the other one. Hold on. Let's see. See what other ones I'm part of. Parent Life Network Canada. Here's one. It's 17 comments. It's
Okay.
anonymous. Some people post anonymously on this one for some reason.
All right.
And this one says, "I'm at a loss. I don't know what to do, or I do know, but I don't actually have the strength to do it. I got divorced from my ex-husband 4 years ago. I left and fell in love with this older man who ended up cheating on his wife with me. I know my self respect was non existent at the time. I was very low, very anxious, and he seemed to make everything better until he didn't. He knew I had 3 kids from the beginning, and that's, oh my God, this is a super long one. So, yeah.
No, keep going. Keep
Okay.
going.
Where was I? So then it's he had 3 kids at the very beginning, and now that my ex hubby was relapsed, and since it's five since it's 5 days sober, I have 3 girls full time when most of the time I had two. My oldest has been going through it. First of first of all, she's 15. Her bio dad died, and then she found so much love from an ex husband who raised her since she was born. Now she is very overprotective of him to the point where she doesn't want to make any sort of real connection with my new partner. He, in return, wants to figure something else out with her. Even though I'm trying to rebuild that bond, and here after a year of finding my way and building a great life for us, with my new partner. We have built a business, bought a house, etc. She doesn't care. He doesn't understand how much I need her and how much it seems to be hurting me that she doesn't like coming in because of him. My other two are okay with him. They think I can do better, but they are very protective of me. I'm trying to explain to my partner that all teenagers, while most have trouble expressing themselves properly and have outbursts and whatnot, but he wants nothing to do with it. I choose I choose for my ex to stay in my home with the girls while I was left I'm sorry. With the girls while I left, it was my choice and I figured things out. To give you some context, he's 20 years older than me and doesn't give in on anything he wants. My kids doing chores, he doesn't
This is a
want to.
long post, isn't it?
Yeah,
How much longer does it go?
uh, another paragraph.
Does she end it with a question?
Mm. Editing, not really. He
Okay.
he
Okay.
just
Okay. So this
mm,
is an interesting one. First of all, if it's emotionally painful for you to read, you should probably respond to it.
okay,
Okay? It's difficult, right? But at the same time, there are 17 responses to it. So
right.
her level of desperation and emotional outpouring is creating resonance with other people that feel the same way.
Yes, there's 17 comments on that one.
So here's what you do.
Yep.
I mean, just read a few of the comments. If they're like a
Hmm.
mile long, don't read them, but read a few of the comments.
Okay, so this one here says, "Kids come first." He sounds like a real catch.
Okay?
Another one says, "Kids come first. Your kids should come first always." The entire story sends up red flags. You definitely seem like you could benefit from therapy or counseling. Have you
That was
tried
my
being
first
single?
thought. Yeah, right.
You know you don't need all these men in your life. Yeah.
Okay.
And the kids first. You need to be protective as them as they are of you. Uh, this is where you need to pick the kids over him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Good.
Pretty much mostly kid stuff. And then the therapy one, I think that yeah, there's another one here that should couples counseling as well.
Okay. So here's what I would do.
Mm,
Okay. The first thing that I would do is when you respond to this, like
yep.
finish reading it, and you might want to read it again other than what you just did so you really
Yep.
absorb it.
Okay.
When you respond to it, start by tagging her in the comments, her name, right?
Oh,
When you
at who?
reply,
No, it's anonymous. It's anonymous
okay,
post.
well, then you can't. Whatever.
Yep.
Normally, do it if you can, right?
Yep.
And do your best to give a caring, thoughtful, helpful response to something that she addressed in her post.
Okay.
Okay? So that's the first thing you do.
Yep.
Second is you respond to every single person's comment with a thoughtful, intelligent question showing that you paid attention to their comment
Mm-hmm.
and you want to hear more of what they have to say.
Oh, okay.
You ask them a follow-up question that has to do with their comment.
Okay.
You engage in conversation with the people who are engaging with conversation. Okay? And each time you respond to someone's comment, you tag their name so they see it.
Okay.
Okay? Then, if you can, go and do a live stream addressing that post directly in the group. Hi, my name's Curtis, and I just want to reply to Anonymous's post about having 3 daughters and a bunch of exes, or whatever, right? First of all, it sounds like a hard situation that you're in, and I hope it resolves itself soon so that people can start feeling more connected and caring about each other. Second, I have to agree with a lot of the comments on your post about kids should come first. Third, here's how you can start healing some relationships with your kids,
Right.
even though your family's split up, kind of a thing, or whatever. I mean, obviously you're going to have your own way to answer this. Now, if the post is way out of your depth and you don't think you can add any value, then
Yep.
don't.
Okay.
But at least be interested in engaging and ask other people what's on their mind. Okay? Have them engage more. It's less about adding value and more about caring about what other people have to say to you and
Yep.
listening and then genuinely responding.
Okay.
Right? So okay, so let's do one more and then we'll shift over to the hypnosis session.
Okay.
Can you find another post? So I went and I looked at that parenting group also, dude. And up at the, I'm looking at it on my computer here in front of me. And there's like parenting tips with 330,000 members,
Yep.
parenting bliss with 15,000 members that gets 10 posts a day.
Oh, wow.
There's positive parenting support, 16,000 members.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so then there's a bunch of stuff that's not related, but anyway, there are definitely more groups.
Yep.
But
Okay.
I'm looking at this group. I think it's the same group. I see a video by James O'Connor from today, but
Okay.
no responses to that. I'm just looking. Let me know when you have another
Okay.
you have
Yeah, I have
another
another
one.
one here.
Okay,
It's the Heather. She's talking about it's a short one. There's 85 comments on this one.
great.
Yeah. So Disney movies talk. I am I am very firm age appropriate for children. My almost 8-year-old, I was looking into Disney movies for her, as well as other movies as discussed the other day. She's watched the Frozen stuff, Mona, Cinderella, Tinkerbell, Peter Pan, Lion King, Stitch, Pixar, Wreck-It Ralph, and Pets. Also Nemo and Finding Dory. What else is age appropriate for in Disney for her? I tried Beauty and the Beast, my favorite, but she keeps getting scared whenever the Beast comes out. I would like to try Sleeping Beauty, but I feel like she might get scared and still some of the older Disneys she does not like because of the scary scenes. And then the
Okay,
85, one other some other just responding what movies they watched. Encino, Incanito, Inside Out, and then they just like some like Elemental. There's a
this is
bunch of
great, Curtis. So this is great. This is wonderful. So great. How old is her kid? Did you say?
is 8. Her kid's
Great.
8.
How old's your daughter?
Uh, 11 now.
Okay, great. So, in your opinion, what are some age appropriate, like Disney or Disney-ish movies for an 8-year-old?
There's some people actually mentioned a few already that I would recommend to as well, like
Great,
The Mermaid, Lion King, um, Aristocats, Turning Red. I don't know Turning Red if it's a girl,
great. Like, make a
maybe.
list of these things.
Yep.
And yeah, I remember Turning Red. I love that one.
And Bugs
Um,
Life. Yep.
and then
Monsters Inc.
ask
Yep.
your wife, and then ask your daughter. Make a long list.
Okay.
Okay. Then go and respond to every single one of those comments with what you thought about their movie or that movie, and ask what their favorite character was. Ask what their
Right.
favorite scene was. Ask what their favorite part was. Share what your favorite part of that movie was. Create conversation.
Okay.
Create conversation about their stuff. Just basically ask them questions that will get some of them to respond to you more,
Right.
showing that you care about them.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. Okay. And when and then go and respond to the post with a thoughtful, long post about your top 12 age appropriate
Okay.
movies that you don't think her daughter would find scary.
Yep.
Respond to it, and then go back into the group and do a Facebook Live responding to the post as its own, just do a standalone Facebook Live and talk about movies that you showed your kid at that age.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
which one you like the most, and ask them what one they like the most, or what one their kid likes the most.
Right.
That's it, right? But
Okay.
make a video post or a live or both
Mm-hmm.
about the same topic, which is age-appropriate Disney movies. People are going to respond to it.
Yep.
Right? That's so. Adding value is not about what you say. It's about showing people that you care about them when they're in pain. In this case, right? Does that make sense?
Yep. It does. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Cool.
Just looking
Cool.
at some other stuff here.
So, okay. So now that we got a little bit more clear on the how to respond in a more engaging way with this kind of stuff,
Yep.
where, if anywhere, are you stuck in terms of moving forward this week?
I know where now. I think I got what you're trying to tell me.
Okay, cool. Well, in that case, why don't we shift right into the hypnosis portion of our session?
Okay, just let me close my door. 1 sec.
Yeah, go for it. So
Okay.
welcome, everybody. If you're just tuning in with us now, this is Tellman Knutson with the Get Shit Done show. I'm here with Curtis Leong. We are doing a live hypnotherapy session. For those of you who can't see Curtis on TikTok, he is on with live stream on Facebook and YouTube and LinkedIn. You can hear him in the background. Say hi, Curtis.
Hello, guys. How are you doing?
That's great. So we're doing a hypnosis session. We are helping Curtis to grow his following on YouTube, to grow his podcast, to become a better presenter, and to really tighten the screws down on his entrepreneurial thinking and activity in the next 12 weeks to really get some traction and start things moving forward,
Yep.
right? In a much more powerful way. Now, Curtis, I do have a question for you.
Yes.
About the challenge.
Okay.
You completed the challenge, right?
Yes.
Was there another training that was sold?
Yes. They
How much did it
have. I think it was 1,000, like just under like 997 type thing.
Is there a payment plan?
They had $97 plan for a certain amount of time. I'm not sure it was for monthly or it was just for the couple weeks. I don't remember exactly. I briefed
Okay.
over it quickly because it was like middle of work.
Yeah. What was the basic premise of the course?
Just to be able to do what they said to become like this gentleman that was presenting and how he was able to build his podcast from nothing and how to invite guests and stuff onto your show and how to interview them. And then they would help you grow your channel with like one-on-one type or group type of stuff. So like say for next like 6 weeks or whatever, they would have a group of people going through this course and they have like classrooms once a week that you can talk about whatever you did, like we're
Right.
doing.
Right. Curtis, I didn't think about this before, but
What's that?
one aspect of parenting that you could target that would be an interesting crossover
Okay. Yep.
is work from home parents.
Yep.
Right? Because like you're obviously doing the whole internet marketing thing because you want to become a work from home parent, but right now you're working full time and you're working from home, right?
Yep.
And you want to work from home more, and you also want to help parents with their financial situation as well as the other parenting things that they're dealing with. And work from home doesn't sound so hypey. It doesn't sound so like bullshit, right?
No.
So just something to consider when you're thinking about your titles. I don't have a zinger for you on that one, but Yeah, I mean that work from home parents are could very well be your market, right?
Right. Yeah.
I like it because it uses the word work, but it doesn't focus on the hard work part,
Yep.
right? And it could be entrepreneurs, but it could also be just people who are working at their computer and trying to raise their kids at the same time, right? T-Dub says, don't work from home. Take your ass to work. T-Dub, you got any kids? I'm going to guess the answer is no. Right? Or if you do, you're sending them, you're going to work and you're spending all the money that you're working to send them to daycare. Is that right? Yeah, I bet it is. Seriously, dude. If you possibly can work from home and raise your kids and spend as much time with them as you possibly can. That's what I say. I
Yep.
definitely wouldn't listen to T-Dub in this case. Sorry, dude. I mean, I'm assuming you're a dude, but I don't know for sure. He sounds like a dude. So, okay, Curtis, we're going to
Yes.
roll into the hypnosis session. So,
Okay.
guys, you're here for episode 208 of the Get Shit Done show. My name's Tellman Knudsen. I'm here with my co-host, Curtis Leong.
Yeah.
We're doing 12 weeks of weekly live hypnotherapy sessions, live without a net. And we've just spent the last 55 minutes doing our pre-talk, and we're going to roll into the hypnosis session of our time here together right now.
Okay.
So you can either observe like a fly on the wall and just check out what it's all about. Or if you want, you can follow my instructions and close your eyes and benefit directly from the hypnosis session. You can also watch it right now and listen to the recording later if you want to do that. So
Yeah.
whatever you're comfortable with is fine by me, but we are about to do hypnosis. So what that means is, oh, YouTube hecklers, they're the best. What I have to say is, number one, if you're driving right now, shut off this TikTok. If you're operating heavy machinery like a wrecking ball or a crane or a forklift or a dump truck, shut off this TikTok, shut off this live stream. You want to be at home, ideally, in a place where you can sit down or lay down, either on speakerphone or with earbuds or headphones, where you can ideally block out the outside world for a few minutes and relax as much as you possibly can. So with that said, Curtis, just make sure you're in a comfortable, supported environment.
Yep.
And whenever you're ready, you can just go ahead and take a nice, slow, deep breath in. And as you exhale, with your eyes closed, just beginning to allow yourself to relax. And as you do, begin to allow yourself to relax more and more from the top of your head, all the way down to the tips of your toes, and completely relaxed, just allowing yourself to relax only as much as you possibly can right now. And with your eyes closed, breathing easily and gently, taking a deep, full breath in and slowly letting it go. That's it. And breathing in again and exhaling any lingering pressure, tension, or clutter from the day. Just allow your shoulders to relax, to sink down, to let your jaw soften, to let your hands go limp and relaxed, because now is the time for you to move beyond intention and directly and completely into action. Deeper, deeper, and deeper relaxed. And as you do, continue to relax more and more, more and more, from the top of your head all the way down to the very tips of your toes for just a moment, for a while. Let everything else fade away. And as you drift comfortably, calmly into this space, you can begin to relax more and more more and more into this focused yet aware state, into this space where change is welcome. Now, I'd like yourself to imagine yourself now walking down a long hallway. And with each step you take, you begin to relax more and more, to relax deeper into clarity, into calm. This is the corridor of follow through, the corridor of action. And on the walls, you can imagine, perhaps even see, images from your life, moments where you said you'd do something and followed through, completed the task, moved forward, big or small, each one a seed of self-trust. Feel how good it feels now when your actions match your word, and know that this power is still yours. You step forward again, and now you're ready to plant the next seed. You are someone who follows through, not just once, not just when it's easy, but especially when it's hard. You begin to act in alignment with your future self, the one who runs a wildly successful podcast, who shares meaningful stories, who uplifts and connects with parents all around the world. This version of you already exists, and with each step forward, you become more like him. You're not waiting to feel ready. You're not needing every detail to be perfect. You begin now, because action creates momentum, and connection creates relationship. You are now bringing your attention, your awareness, and your presence to each and every connection and relationship you make when growing your following on social media, whether it be in parenting Facebook groups, reaching out to people to be interviewed or to interview others, or going ahead and connecting directly with your fans, followers, subscribers, or members of your own group, whether it be online or in person in a local meetup group. Whatever happens to be the case for you, you're more aware, you're more present, you're more focused on truly and genuinely helping people in any way you possibly can. You begin now. You see yourself waking up in the morning with clear purpose. I'd like you to imagine, to picture your calendar. Picture your calendar scheduled with scheduled time to work on the podcast and growing your business. See yourself recording, setup, simple, inviting, real, genuine. Hear your voice speaking confidently on your podcast and in your videos. Hear the words, I did what I said I'd do. And hear your listeners thank you for the insights you bring them as you feel the click of the record button, the grounded energy in your body as you complete another episode, and feel the pride rising inside you as you see each new episode go live, because you know deep down that each and every action you take builds trust in yourself, and you understand that clarity comes from doing, not just planning, as you realize you don't need perfect conditions, just consistent effort. You're moving forward toward clarity, toward consistency, and toward this version of you that is organized, dependable, unshakable, and completely focused. And as you do, continue to move away from the frustration of broken promises to yourself, away from vague goals and endless to-do lists, away from the heaviness of procrastination, because each day you act. Each day you strengthen the bridge between who you are now and who you are becoming. There's something magical that happens when you decide, every day I will move one step closer. Just one thing, a micro action. You might write a title for your next episode, or outline a few bullet points, or spend 10 minutes visualizing the impact of your voice. Small steps that compound, that build, that matter, because the future you want built is built one decision, one action at a time. Now, I'd like you to imagine the upcoming week. You check your goals each morning. You take a look at your printed out homework sheet for the week. You take one focused action for your podcast, and you celebrate the win, no matter how small. You continue more and more to trust yourself more deeply. You feel different, clearer, more energized, more grounded. 1 month from now, you've released how many new episodes? Your audience is growing, and you know deep in your gut you're doing work that matters. And now, as you let all of this soak in, because it's not just a dream, it's a decision, and it's yours. In just a moment, I will count from 1 to 5. And with each number, you'll rise with more certainty, motivation, and readiness to follow through, today and every day, either drifting off into a peaceful, sound, and restful sleep, or returning back to the day with energy, vigor, focus, presence, and determination. Beginning now. 1. Breathing deeper. Taking a nice slow deep breath in. Exhaling. Stretching out the hands and the feet. 2. You feel your confidence increasing. The arms and the legs. 3. Energy returning. Rolling your shoulders back. 4. Clear mind. Clear path. And whenever you're ready, 5. Opening the eyes, returning fully back into the room, feeling fine and in perfect health, feeling better than you felt in a very, very, very long time. And welcome back. Oh, I have you muted. Okay, I think you're unmuted now.
Yep.
Okay,
so,
cool.
We're good.
I think I heard a dog barking or something a little bit in the background. Maybe.
Oh, probably, yeah.
Something. Anyway, so how was that for you, Curtis? What was that like?
It was good, relaxing.
Cool.
I like it. It's good.
Cool. What, if anything, was the most beneficial or helpful for you of our time together today, whether it's during the hypnosis session itself or during the pre-talk conversation, or both?
I think about the messaging and the Facebook stuff, responding more deliberately in each comment. Because I just went into each post and I thought I'd just post there, but I think going into the comments and talking to people will help as well.
Right.
Get more
It will
engagement from them.
absolutely help. And I'll tell you what will help 100 times more is start that local meetup group and don't hesitate a moment longer.
Okay.
Because when you're in a room with 10 parents and one of them is breaking down crying because their life is falling apart, all of a sudden it becomes real clear what you can do to help.
Okay.
Right? That's where we want to get.
Okay.
That's how you add value, is you help people when their life is falling apart. Right? Like that's an extreme version, but that's really what we're talking about. And if you can communicate in a way that allows people to be heard and supported, and then you actually help them,
Yep.
That's how you build a business, right?
Okay. Yep.
So the reason for the meetup group is because it's gonna be way more in your face, dude.
Okay.
So stop worrying about the learning stuff. Just start one.
Okay.
Start one, create it, schedule the first meeting, do it before you go to bed tonight.
Okay.
Like,
yep.
Yeah.
Sure.
The other thing is, for you, other than starting the meetup group, what is your homework for the week? What are you going to focus on knocking out in the next 7 days?
Domain name. Do you want to go through that?
Well, I guess, you know what? It's pretty much the stuff from last week, right?
Yep.
So, I recommend that you let you just go over the homework list
I'll
from
print
last
it out.
week,
Yeah, that's a good
tweak
idea.
it, print it out, and then like put it on your desk and cross each one out as you get it done. Like, just like, and focus on getting them done as soon as possible.
Okay.
Right. And yeah. And then I would come up with some sort of a clear name that's focused on support for parents or support for parenting. Maybe work from home is involved. Hopefully you can get a simple domain name that works. I don't have the answer, but like you'll know it, dude. You'll feel it when you see the domain. Like, cool, man. Rock and roll.
Thanks,
Well, in the meantime, you're making great progress. Keep moving forward. Focus on knocking those items out, and keep listening to the hypnosis recordings. You can either focus on this one or you can rotate them through.
Yep.
And let me know if you have any problems throughout the week.
Okay.
Other than that, I'll plan on talking to you next week.
Thanks.
Curtis, this is awesome. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Dylan. Awesome job.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in to episode 208 of the Get Shit Done show, including our number one heckler, T-Dub. Good to see you. So nice. We were here for episode 208. This is our second episode of our live 12-week hypnotherapy series. where we're working with Curtis to
Yep.
help him supercharge his following on YouTube and grow his podcast. So if you enjoyed today's episode, there are 2 action items for you. Number 1 is go to getshitdone.com and join our Get Shit Done community so that you can get more shit done.
Yep.
We'd love to see you there. Inside is the Get Shit Done session, which is a recorded hypnosis session that hypnotizes you to get shit done. It's yours for free if you join today. Getshitdone.com is the place to go. Number 2 is if you were captivated and enthralled with today's hypnotherapy session and you want to work together yourself, then you can sign up for your first hypnotherapy session with me at Name Your Own Price at workwithtellman.com. WorkwithTellman.com. Go to workwithtellman.com, sign up for your private session, and I'll see you on Zoom in the next week or 2. All right, Curtis, thanks again. Really appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right, thank you to everybody for tuning in for episode 208, and we will see you tomorrow for episode 209. Over and out. Bye, guys.